Oh, well, just wanted to get something off my mind when it comes to car detailing as of late. So I don't mean to make this into like some sort of like drama video or anything like that, but I just wanted to put this on the table for the sake of conversation. I'm always welcoming healthy conversations, whether someone is agreeing with my point or not. As long as you have your reasonings, I can welcome that definitely. But basically, it's involving with a channel. I believe it's called Detailed Projects. Now I don't know the gentleman's name, so forgive me. But the content creator for that channel has been doing a series of tests and that involve with rinseless washes, and really trying to test the sort of very limits of what they are capable of doing, and what it actually supposedly does to your car, based off of his research, his little tests and stuff like that. And a number of his tests does involve with the plexiglass samples, and of course people would like to question those, whether those actually replicate the surface of a car or not, including of course the clear coating. But anyways, the point of those videos is to, yes, test the limits of what certain rinseless washes are capable of. And of course, one of them was DIY detail in a recent video, and shows some interesting results, let's just put it that way, including some marring that happened on the plexiglass samples. So and then of course in the comments below, there was a number of conversations that were going on involving with the the ingredients slash chemicals used to create these sort of products, right? And there was this bit of an argument about, oh, this rinseless wash is the same as this one, or this shampoo is the same as that one, right? And what I would like to say about this whole, argument slash conversation about that is, I don't know why, but I like to make a lot of food analogies with these things. And the way I see it is, it's like you're baking something, right? Like when you're making a cake, right? Like a really, really basic cake, you're gonna be using the same exact ingredients. It's really just a matter of the ratios, right? How much are you going to use sugar for the icing? How much butter are you going to be using for the actual cake of itself, or pie, or anything of the sort, if you will. Same thing with like fried chicken, right? Or any type of recipe, right? You're going to be following a certain structure, or certain sort of same things, right? And of course, you're going to sort of change it up for the sake of yourself, right? Do you like more pepper on your steak? Do you like more salt on your steak? Do you like this seasoning and this and that? And that's just kind of how I've been seeing that when it comes to these things. So as much as, I'd be tempted to just like be like, oh, well, this and this and that, blah, blah, blah. I just don't want to waste my energy too much on that, and just stick with what I have, and I just will use that to clean my car with, right? So will I continue to be using DIY Details rinseless wash? Sure, because that's what I have. I have a gallon of it. I in fact have a gallon of V1 still, version 1. And I'll be using that happily, right? For either it's my car or my family's cars, or just any other thing that's dirty to me, like the mirror or window or glass or whatever it may be. Just a little quick wash. It's convenient, right? And people, in this case with the rinseless wash, they were arguing about like, oh yeah, this has this surfactant and found in Dawn dish soap, blah blah blah, and all that stuff, and whether it's toxic or whatever it is and all that stuff. again, I mean, I think I'm just gonna stick with what I have, right? And when I want to try out something else, that's that, right? I just want to try it out just to see. Now, are there rinseless washes that actually prevent marring and all that stuff? Probably, right? Just like this cake. Does this cake actually taste good in comparison to this one? Because this one tastes too sweet, while this one tastes more buttery and actually more like, a little more all around and stuff like that. There's always little variations like that. So, it's all about just doing your own research, what works for you, and what you have fun most, because that's really all that's about with the hobby, right? It's just to have fun with your hobby. And if you want to have a set, sort of, or if you want to have like this set of tools that you want to use, or chemicals, or whatever it is you want to use, do you want to use this Ryobi blower, or do you want to use this Elay hose spray nozzle, or you want to use this garden spray nozzle, right? This cheaper one right here, right? I'm not gonna care, because I got my own, and that's what works for me. That's what I have most fun with, or have the best experience with, whatever it may be. I think that's something we should probably should take into mind, right? I mean, it's like, again, like, you could have an argument and keep it healthy, and I think that's cool and all, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna waste any more of my brain power to figure out, oh, what's the best rinse of wash, or what's the actual best objective best shampoo or wax polish, polisher and rotary thing and DA dad and all that stuff, right? I mean, just whatever works for you, and stick with it, or whatever, man. That's the beauty of it, is that we have the choice, and we should remember that we always have the choice to, use this or that to clean your car. And the same thing applies to the rest of, of our interests too. Like, do you want to play this video game, or you want to watch this TV show, or do you want to go to this particular place to go hiking, or whatever whatever it may be. That's the beauty of life, right? We get to choose what we want, And the beauty of the market, one can say, is that there's so many good rinseless washes that kind of do similar things, that you can kind of pick and choose whatever you want. And then do you like this company because the people are awesome? Those people, and like the back of your hand or something, or whatever reason may be, stick with it. I think we are all here to just like wanting to share our experiences, and maybe perhaps give other people ideas, and then we can perhaps learn more ideas, or more things, and more philosophies, and whatever in that process too, because there's always something new out there for whatever it is, and that includes car detailing, right? So I know what I really like about car detailing is that there's so many ways to get the similar, if not the same, end result, right? So therefore, it's not this monotonous, binary, boring thing, right? It's not like you only have to use shampoo to wash your car. You can use rinseless wash, right? That was such a revelation for me, a revelating thing when I found out about rinseless washing. I'm like, wow, this like very much less messy thing can actually, clean your cars. That's awesome, right? That's why I really like rinseless washing, because you don't really have to rinse all that much in comparison to a pure shampoo wash. So that's, what got me like, one of the things that got me like back into the car washing / detailing sort of rabbit hole, if not even deeper than ever. That's like the thing about me as of late. So while I do have my agreements and disagreements and stuff like that, I mean, at the end of the day, we have the choice to stick with DIY detail, or even something like Detail Co., right? I mean, that's the brand new kid on the block, along with pans Pan's clean lineup, right? You know, I have my likes and dislikes and such like that, as long as along with everyone else. So, you know, whatever it may be, whatever works for you, you know, that's great, right? And you have to also remember that not everyone's circumstances are the same, right? Not all of us have access to a hose. Not everyone has access to water. Not everyone has access to this or that or whatever, you know, or a driveway, a garage, right? This big old fancy wash bay, right? I mean, look at my place. It's just an old ass garage filled with some stuff, right? Including this random bike right here. You know what I mean? You know, I don't have this like, you know, fancy ass Swiss tracked floored garage like that. Man, I would love that, to have an actual dedicated wash bay and all that stuff. But my garage floor has a big old crack in it. It got damaged from like the tree or somebody who didn't properly cemented this place long time ago or whatever it may be. You know, the beauty of it is that you work with what you got and you make you kind of engineered your own process. And that's what I like about this stuff too, is about the engineering process. What can I do to make it easier? And that's like the sort of high that I get from achieving those things. You know, most recent one was me moving my hose setup more towards the corner outside of the garage rather than over there by more closer to like the porch or the backyard door or something. Oh wow, there's a spider right there. Anyway, it was like kind of dangling down to like the floor or something. It's like Mission Impossible kind of status. Anyway, distractions aside, I used to have it more over there, you know, more towards the west side of my house, but now I'm have it more towards the sort of south side of the house. And the hose spigot is coming from the eastern side of the house. So, and that same spider just walked across the floor. All right, anyway, you know, and because of that, I can have the pressure washer just sitting in that corner, and now I can just access to my pressure washer now. And now I'm going to likely be using the pressure washer much more than before, because I have to, if I were to do the old setup, I have to lug out the pressure washer, plug it in, and then bring the plug to this side of the garage, and that is a little more complicating. Whereas I can tuck the pressure washer in the corner over there, leave it plugged in as long as I have a rocker switch to make sure nothing happens to it. And then when I'm ready, I just hit the rocker switch, hit the foot pedal on my car show pressure washer, and then, you know, of course, plug in the hose and everything else, and I can use my pressure washer a lot more. So that's actually pretty nice, right? It's get more of my money's worth instead of the pressure washer just sitting there in the shelf, you know? That's the kind of stuff I live for, in a way. And of course, the other stuff I live for is the smiles that I see on my sister and my mom and anyone else who got their car washed. Man, it's a great feeling, and that's something I can achieve with DIY detail. Don't want to sound like a broken record, but I can also do it with this. I can also do it with also this. You know, and let's just throw in one more, because why not, right? Because all this stuff, you know, works in the most basic fashion, right? They just clean the car just fine, and sometimes it needs a little more help with you know, all-purpose cleaner, and that's another thing, right? All-purpose cleaner, people say all the same all-purpose cleaners are the same. I mean, in basics, yeah, they try to achieve these objectives and stuff like that as a all-purpose cleaner, but there is a sense of which one is better or which one works better for you. Just like I said with the food analogy. I mean, what do you look for in these foods, right? Do you want something a little more sweet? Do you want something a little more buttery, or a little more on the, I don't know, fluffy side or dense side, or whatever, right? same thing with this, right? All this stuff is kind of like the same in a way with food and whatever else products that sort of meet your needs, right? And that's what it really is all about, is meeting the needs when it comes to whatever it is that you're doing. So as long as these products are meeting my needs, then I'm good. I'm set. You know, especially with the Elay hose and I don't know, this random spray bottle that continuously sprays. That's cool, right? You know, for at least for me. Or this spray one that I sometimes use for my detail keg, right? And that's another thing, right? You know, not everyone has a detail keg, but hey, do you need one? No, but it's cool. It's really awesome to have. It's, you know, another fun way to rinse wash your car or whatever the hell do you want to use it for. Do you want to use it for foaming? Great, right? You know, there's so many ways to clean your car, and all at the end of the day, you're gonna have a clean looking car, whether it have the tiniest marring or scratches or whatever. There's going to be tiny little marring scratches from just driving the car or leaving the driveway. You know, it's so all those sort of questions about whether this particular rinseless wash or that particular shampoo will mar your paint, you know, it's a question to be answered nonetheless, but there's so many other things that will mess up your car at the end of it, right? You know, especially when you drive behind a big old commercial truck that's hurling rocks, sand, and whatever the hell else is on the freeway. And, you know, stuff like random stuff happens, man, like car accidents, rainstorms, hail, you know, whatever, man. You can have the perfect washing setup that will not do a single little harm on your car, but there's always something that will, right? So, and I'm not saying like, oh yeah, it's all pointless, but you know, it's just have fun with your car wash. That's really all. That's all we can ask for. So, I mean, I have so much fun with the IK foamer, the detail keg, the pressure washer, this blower right here, and this cheapo foam e-foamer thing. You know, it works. That's what matters. You know, this ghost tire sealant, right? Puts on easy. Has a nice sheen to it. You know, and you can also get similar results with. That's the wrong bottle, but yeah, let me go grab this guy right here. And I, in fact, still have a pretty good amount of this. This is a Turtle Wax tire spray coating with the graphene acrylic stuff in it, right? You could get very similar results and probably get a decent amount of durability out of it, but that's really all up to you. And again, that's another thing to take away from it. It's really all up to you. So that's pretty much all I can say, wanted to say about this little particular subject. It's been about 20 minutes-ish, so I'm gonna stop it right there. So if you guys have any thoughts about this topic here, what do you guys think of like the whole like, oh, this thing is the same thing as that one, and the ingredients and recipes and ingredients and this and this and that, and you know, all that stuff, right? That whole little argument about whether this rinseless wash mars or that one is the same as that one, all that stuff. Leave it down below. Love to read them. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell. Really helps out, and I do appreciate it, guys. So let's have a civil discussion. You can agree or disagree. There's an art to it, right? Just like anything else. As long as you're reasonable and have your own little personal points, you know. Not all of us have the same stuff. Not all of us have the same access. Not all of us live in the same exact environment, right? So that's why it's good to have various products that do similar things, but have certain little differences, and we can all find out of what works for us. So again, that's it on this little topic. I don't know really what to call it in the video title, but I'll figure it out. But anyways, thank you very much, and hope to see you all in the next one. Sean out.